Hey there, hi there, Aquarius, and welcome to your September career reading. So, I'm going to start with some Darkwood Tarot, and this is going to explain to me what situation is going on for you right now and how you can use your magical gifts to awaken insight into how you're going to shift this situation into something that you can overcome. And let's get started. So, up first, I have for you this Knight of Wands. Okay, this is the situation that you are dealing with right now. It's this Knight of Wands. Okay, so no, it is not really making you happy right now, unfortunately, but we're going to figure out why this Knight of Wands is causing this situation for you and how you can use your magical gift to solve it. The Knight of Wands stands in a wood full of flame. Okay, the key word here is explosion. Okay, I feel like there's just been an explosion of like negative energy coming your way, and it's just like overtaking your whole day and caused a whole bunch of chaos. But, anyways, the Knight of Wands stands in a wood full of flame. Salamanders, fire creatures, approach him. The Knight of Wands is the explosive energy of combustible fire. Consumed with the intensity of youth, blinded by passion, he is prone to be boasting about his talents. He displays a larger-than-life personality. He is both charming and annoying, depending on the situation at hand. His personality is daring, putting everything on a limb for what he believes in. Impulsive, he rarely thinks before acting. The Knight's energy is a flashpoint. This card appears when the situation will unfold like a wildfire. The Knight of Wands is the instigator of energy carrying positive or negative ramifications. Alrighty, so your current situation, obviously, this explosion here, um, this person, is impulsive, they're an instigator, there's some type of negative ramifications, um, they're easily agitated, the inability to stay put, hot under the collar and angry and easily over significant matters. Small issues still focus from productive energy. Contentment in a recipe for disaster. Freedom is the answer. How can you save yourself from burning down the forest? Release and forgive. Okay, so you're gonna just have to like forgive this Knight of Wands. Really, I mean, easier said than done, right? For certain circumstances, but you do have a beautiful magical gift here that is gonna help you with this. Okay, so this is your Four of Pentacles. This is your magical gift. Okay, so that's how you're kind of going to rethink and rephrase everything and kind of come out on top, because you're not like, you know what you're dealing with, so now you can just be like, like you can just move aside from it. You're dealing with obviously energies that are just like trying to cause big giant explosions of chaos and mess things up, and the equilibrium of things is getting moved out of place, but you're staying strong and you're persevering and you're pushing through with this Four of Pentacles, which is your magical gift. Okay. And, um, yeah, this is going to be, yeah, you're definitely dealing with a miser. Like, that's someone who doesn't, so basically, the mandrake contains four pentacles. A large pentacle sits at the crown chakra. It holds a single pentacle at the heart chakra, while two pentacles are entwined at the creature's feet. His expression is solemn as he holds his pentacles. The mandrake is a member of the nightshade family and the root of plant Mandragora officium. Mandrake is considered the witch's greatest ally. It is used for conception as an aphrodisiac to witch's greatest ally. It is used for conception and aphrodisiac to induce visions and to calm restless spirits. It is said you must use great care to remove the mandrake root. For once the root is unearthed, its scream is so piercing it will kill the person who dared remove it. Oh, like the mandrakes from Harry Potter. Okay. So the roots appear human-like in the form and are used for sympathetic magic. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mandrake root connects to the grounding and stable nature of the number four. 4 is echo stability, the solid nature of a square and linked to Emperor card. A 4 in the material world suggests a solid base, cornerstone, and essential building block for future growth. The meaning here is holding on to what you have. Miserly tenderness, see security in the material world, success in finance, the groundwork is laid, the building blocks are in place, all signs point to go. Don't become too attached. Things will change before a cycle is through. Yeah, so your gift here is to not become too attached to this situation because things will change before the cycle is through. And it is success in finance. The groundwork is laid. It's security in the material world. Okay, so you don't need to you really don't need to like be like, oh, like how do I fix all of this with the Knight of Wands? I create this crazy explosion. It's like their explosion laid the groundwork for what's really about to go down and what's really about to happen. Okay, how tightly do you cling to ideas, concepts, and material possessions? Are you rigid, unwilling to let go? Trust prosperity, release attachments if you love something, set it free. Yeah, like I think you need to like let this situation go with this Knight of Wands. If this person is so explosive and they're so reacting easily to exaggerate like a simple solving of a solution and they just don't understand that concept, just let them go and move past that. Okay, Aquarius. um how are you going to apply your magical gift to the situation? This is your Ace of Wands. Okay, your Ace of Wands is how you are going to um, do that. Okay, it's how you're going to resolve the situation. Okay, so yeah, this is how you're going to use your magical gift, this Ace of Wands right here. So I feel like you are dealing with someone who is like, they don't want to give freely, but you do want to give freely. And that's why you're not compatible with this person related with your finances and your career. It's because um, they're not aligning with you. They're not aligning with your goals. They're not aligning with how you do business. Okay. So you give freely to those that are deserving of your time and energy, and they do not. So your ignition here, lighting that spark, right? Lighting that fire, lighting that explosion here. Um, your Ace of Wands. Tarot suits are unfolding story progressing from the Ace to the 10. Yeah. Tarot aces sparkle with unique magic. Aces are the seed of their suit. The infinite possibilities of each suit exist inside the ace, just as everything you are, were, and will be tucked inside of you. Understanding how the ace is a seed, like a flower, fruit, or vegetable. Seed will help you interpret the ace when it appears in a reading. It is true beginning. The Ace of Wands ignites the world of wands. A single spark can incite a scorching wildfire. A mysterious hand appears through clouds. Clouds appear on every ace because they are the threshold and entry point to reality. What was hidden is now visible. What was unseen is now seen. Aces reflect the gateway of manifestation. First there is nothing, then there is something. Aces reflect the beginning, the start. It is the birth of their suit. A bewitched hand holds a sparkling ace. The hand is a symbol of human ingenuity and potential. Hand suggests invention, creativity, ability, and expression. Hands can be used lovingly to comfort another or oneself. Palms and fingers caress and nurture. Alternatively, hands can be used for violence and anger or even to kill. Hands remind us of how we handle things in life. They are used for communication via sign language. Alrighty, so Ace of Wands. So this is like a loving comfort energy. Palms, fingers caress and nurture. Alternatively, hands can be used for violence and anger or even to kill. Hands remind us of how we handle things in life. They are used for communication via sign language. Hindu and Buddhist traditions make us for mudras, hand gestures, create a specific energetic flow in the body. Interior thoughts move through our fingers when drawing, texting, and writing. The Ace of Wands asks you to consider how you're currently handling the Suit of Wands. How are you accessing the energy of passion and pulsates through you? Are you up to the challenge as a new cycle of excitement begins? Hindu tradition describes Kundalini or serpent fire as uncoiled awakened energy. This fire energy is used for spiritual transformation. Are you ready and willing to let the energy of the fire transform you? Obviously, the Knight of Wands is like that explosion of energy that can like be super massive negative and cause a situation in your life that's like so out of control and chaotic. But when you, yeah, oh, that's awesome. So when you tap into your gift of the Four of Pentacles of being able to like give freely and express your gratitude for things, and that's kind of like an energy blocker for the negative energy coming in because it's like attack on you and your integrity and your purpose and what you're meant to do and your flow of life. And obviously, a spark here of explosive fire. That's awesome. Um, so again, that's going to, solidify here. These ones that's going to solidify here that transformation of like taking a negative situation and turning it into something better and good. Like that's really your gift. Is like once somebody sends negative energy towards you, you can turn it around and turn it into something positive and good. And that's your gift, and you give that freely too. Um, so inspiration strikes, a new cycle begins. Move energy forward into career and passionate pursuits. Great power lies within. Feel and see strength. Go with your first impulse. And then you have the shadow, blinded by passion, distracting impulses, knocking out of people's opinions, dampening others' excitement and enthusiasm, taking something you love and desire and bringing it so deeply within yourself that it transforms you into a false version of yourself. Like that's kind of like what the explosive energy does, though, isn't it? It kind of blinds us to what is our purpose and what is important for us. And you have to like transform that into something beautiful and something inspirational and your strength and your first impulse. And you have to trust your impulse too, because I feel like people will try to like say, oh, don't trust your intuition, don't trust your first initial reaction. That's so misguided. You are supposed to trust your gut and your impulses. I'm not saying like act on impulse, but I'm saying when you get that thought like, ooh, what's that about? That doesn't seem good. Then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, now I know why it's not good. I definitely highly recommend getting one of these jade rollers. They're really nice. Okay, so we have here, we are nature, becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. Okay, and that's what you're doing here is you're becoming grounded. You're living in connection with your truer higher self, and you're really, learning how to relax and calm those nerves and that anxiety that comes in from that explosive reaction. And that's your high priestess energy, really. It's like your four of pentacles is your intuition of like giving that, you know, magic of trusting yourself into, like making it a reality, okay? Um, and your high priestess too is very, intuitive. It's very keen insight into who you are. And regards to your career, obviously, you know, there's room for growth. There's room to learn. Don't become so attached to things that like things will change but before the cycle is through. So like you have to trust yourself, okay? You have to trust that higher intuitive self and higher consciousness. And that's going to lead you to this 10 of pentacles. Okay? Because remember, you're going from like an explosive reactive situation of like chaotic negative energy, and you're like, no, I don't want that. I'm going to avoid that. And I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to go in this direction. And that's going to lead me to trusting myself and trusting my purpose and trusting the flow and of the universe. Basically, pretty much. And eventually you're going to get nurture and nature, family, happiness, rainbows, sunshine. Like out of this fiery explosion of negative situation in your career, you're going to get to the truth of the matter, honesty and truth. And the owl is like a wise, intuitive spirit guide. Okay, you're gonna trust and be honest here about your truth. So that's your honesty, that's your truth. Okay. And now you have Page of Cups too. You're filling your own cup with your own emotional blessings and your own emotional truth, which is like, when you have that work life balance in your life, your work and your family life and your career, you're gonna see like the full rainbow effect, the full emotional energies enter your bloodstream now, enter into your world. Okay, like it's almost like gonna become a part of you that you're gonna see. And look, here's the Ten of Pentacles as well, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're gonna see that once you're emotionally fulfilled because you're trusting your intuition, and you're trusting in yourself, you're going to see the abundance and the financial stuff. It's like work, life. This is the work. The Ten of Pentacles is the work, and the Ten of Cups is the family, work, life balance. So you have both, okay? And that's because you're being honest and truthful about who you are, and you're not going to sacrifice that for anything. I was called here on a mission. You were called here on a mission. And that was to create the perfect work life balance. It's not always going to be perfect, right? It's not always going to be copacetic, right? You're going to have a lot of crazy things going on. But you have to stay steady and true to your path. And then you have the Lover's card, okay? And this obviously tells me that it's like another balance and harmony happening between feminine energy and masculine energy. Like sometimes you have to be the assertive, I guess, masculine energy, and sometimes you have to be the nurturing, lighthearted feminine energy, and you have to blend those two together to create the perfect harmony of your true direct, like true north, your path forward. Yeah, Knight of Rings, the late bloomer, facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. There's the mom swan with her baby swan. You're like a protector, a nurturer, a lover. The late bloomer, obviously, that's you're probably dealing with some people who are, not so quick to help out the way they should help out, but um, you also remember that story, The Ugly Duckling, right? It thought it was so ugly, and its family and friends were like, "You're gross, you're ugly," but it was actually a swan the whole time. And it's kind of like the High Priestess here is kind of like, you know what? You're a swan. Yeah, they may be saying, "Oh, you're ugly, you're gross, whatever," but you're not. You're not ugly. You're not gross. And this could be leaving you with like some bad dreams or things like that. But the jeweler, the King of Rings, and the Ten of Swords. It's like, don't don't be sad. Remember the jeweler, he like puts the diamond in the ring, and I feel like you're basically being like you're gifting yourself like the diamond in the rough kind of energy. So you do have really amazing talents and skills, but you're dealing, you probably are surrounded by people who, don't give you a compliment, don't pay you any mind or time, but through detachment from those people, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Through detachment from that, you're going to find more peace and harmony and balance within yourself. Queen of Rings, the single mom, have a fun day, love. Yeah, there we go. So, you're going to have a fun day, okay? You're going to have an amazing time. Um, you're going to be super successful in what you do here. And there's like the mom made the kid a little lunch with some nuts and some berries and strawberries and a sandwich with like a star, cute little star face on there. So you might even be a single mom that's like, and this is a swan by herself with her kid. So your career is really like you doing the work of the mom and the dad. And like it can, in turn, you kind of have to take on the energies of, you have to stand up and be assertive. And that can be seen as like, oh, whoa, a woman is being assertive. What? But you have to do that because you have to detach from these people that think, oh, that's too much, right? Ego, death, Gorgo, yeah. Their ego is dying. Temperance. You're going to use temperance. Look, the detachment and the temperance card. This masculine energy is like sitting, meditating. It's like a guardian angel looking out for you with the moon and the sun, moon and sun energies. And detachment here is like, this is like the spiritual version of what you're doing. And this is like the actual version of what you're doing is like sitting and meditating. Okay? And that's going to lead to your Seven of Cups, to struggle. This is time to climb. It's time to climb towards your success and what you deserve. Okay? Um, so climb toward that. Climb toward success. Don't be afraid of distance, touch, and feel. Yeah, like you feel a certain type of way about somebody. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. Don't be afraid to show them that you care. Escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Yeah, you're walking away. Obviously, that's that detachment. You're walking away from the past. You're walking away from like a shitty job. You're walking away from like a shitty partnership that was like not helping you in your career whatsoever. That's the funny thing too. Is like our personal relationships can definitely affect our career, especially when we start giving, and we're not receiving anything. Like you're receiving here. You're climbing the ladder to success so you can reach this, abundance here and this, these choices that you have. Surrender to the spirit energy, temperance, the spirit energy. Um, that's like your spirit light worker energy is this temperance card, and the number 14, lucky number 14. So surrender to the spirit energy, and definitely let it, help you and boost you up to reach your perfect work-life balance. The prayer, yeah, you're saying the prayers and the blessings are coming in. You're praying and you're hoping for these blessings to come in. Um, your fairy light card here is light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. And you're dealing with a lot of people who don't know that perfect work life balance the way you do. They don't know the key to that success like you do. You have the Ace of Wands. You already hold the answers. Okay, so trust your intuition. And big shout out to any single moms out there because I know how hard it is. Um, and, obviously there's going to be a change and there's going to be a transition, and you're going to end up living a beautiful, wonderful life because you trusted and listened to yourself and you believe that you could achieve a perfect work life balance when it comes to your career. Love and light always. Thanks for watching. Bye.